Wow, what a beautiful, precious angel in front of us that could do no wrong.
I'm gonna poison people in the future.
Anyway, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, episode 30.
And Phoenix is like, I'm going to swallow a pee bottle in the future.
Oh yeah, the piss bottle! I forgot about the piss bottle!
How could you forget about the piss bottle? It's the best running gag that I have ever said
in my
entire life.
For, what, 3 episodes? It was the piss bottle?
Yeah.
Anyway, you would try your best, Mr. Judge.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, I'll try, Mr. Judgy Wudgy.
Putting on the old charm once more, huh, Dahlia? But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles.
No, it won't.
Does she know? Alright, 5 years ago.
4.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
What a sad story. I feel bad for you. Not guilty. Or guilty. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And weird to believe, after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
At least couldn't they at least retrial for the murder charge that Terry Falls got? Because she's still alive?
I don't know. Well, it's kind of hard to overturn some things. Like, they do it, obviously.
Yeah, but, like, the proof is in the pudding. She's right in here in this court.
Yeah, but...
He will still get charged for kidnapping and attempted manslaughter, but he didn't murder her.
Yeah, but that's... Sorry. Oh. Sorry, I woke up very early today.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I was going to say is that doesn't matter in the scheme of this trial in question, because this trial is objectively looking at the murder of Valerie Hawthorne, so it doesn't matter. Like, none of his previous crimes matter at all. Like,
yeah,
even if he was acquitted of that one, he's still being tried for the other.
Yeah.
So they won't do any of that until after this trial, whether they tack on more to him or less to him, like go back and like acquit him for that stuff. Like they won't do any of that unless or like until after the trial.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. As you heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'd ask you again to be extremely gentle with your cross-examination.
No, Your Honor.
Alright.
No, Your Honor. Fuck you.
I don't think you can say that to the judge, Cameron.
Oh yeah, here's your straw.
Oh my god! Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again.
If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up, kitten. We've still got that info, that ace up our sleeve.
What info?
The misinformation. The shit that I totally made up.
Yeah, just start spreading misinformation. It works every time in the court of law.
Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us in the lobby. I do everything she said. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is our best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Alright, so you can't press anything at all.
Really?
Yeah, it says so in the wiki.
Okay.
So, there's something for you to present on in one of these statements. So think with your big noggin.
Alright.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Okay. Let me go through my reasoning a bit, which...
Yeah.
I love that I can do that. Sorry. I have something that is in my eye right now, but my reasoning goes along something like this. Alright, 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. This is technically not a contradiction. Even though it was a staged kidnapping, this is still kind of correct.
Yeah.
The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. That is also correct.
Yeah.
After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. He said that too, which makes me think that this is also something that can be correct.
Yeah, also we saw in the flashback intro scene that happened at the beginning of this case.
Yeah. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. That part's not true. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. This part I'm kind of iffy about. And then I decided to change my identity and start a new life. That could be whatever. The part that I'm most suspicious about is this one. But this, I'm like, not 100% certain if this is wrong. Because, like, technically she was kidnapped because of her family's money, but not in the way that she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But this should straight up just be wrong.
Okay, do you have evidence to prove it's wrong?
Oh, I love how it still says deceased here.
Yeah.
And it still says Melissa Foster.
They didn't update it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you need a reenactment?
No, I know what happened.
Okay.
She came up, she shot him in the arm, and then she jumped off into the water, with her backpack on, that had supposedly had the diamond in it or something. But, whatever, I'll just present it and see what fucking happens.
I'm so sorry. There's evidence to establish the defendant's lying, right?
You're fucking leading me astray here.
I'm not leading you astray.
Is that the wrong statement?
That is the right statement. Because that's number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the right statement. Oh God. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just gave you the rundown, but like.
Yeah, that's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me from the bridge from behind. So if she did get shoved from behind, what would have happened to her?
Is it really that fucking nitpicky that it's pushing towards the bridge?
Because if she was pushed from behind, she would have been in that fucking rock. She wouldn't have been in the river if she was pushed from behind.
What? You're expecting me? You are kidding me.
Okay, because I think Terry explained it too, that the bridge has been broken like that for years. So he was here, Valerie was here, shot him in the arm, and then she's claiming that he pushed her from behind and threw her out the bridge from behind. So if that is happening...
That is such bullshit!
So if she did, if that happened, her body would have just been there.
I am getting really sick of this game from this shit.
So that already proves it, because if she did, she would have been fucking dead. That's what they're getting at.
That is such unironic bullshit. I have never in my life been so pissed off at a game's fucking plot point. What clue do they give you to look back at this and make that assumption?
Because I think they established that they're already on the bridge, so Valerie had to come into the front. So they were already waiting on the bridge.
Who could have said that they weren't fucking right here? She fell off the side.
Yeah, but she's saying she got shoved from behind.
That is so... No.
Present it.
No. You cannot tell me that is... In a courtroom, you are supposed to bring about unequivocal evidence. Like, that is supposed to be 100% true. That is no room for doubt. Nothing of the sort. There is about a billion scenarios that I can... They could have been at the very front of the fucking bridge, for all you know. Because all these flashbacks and whatnot, that's not evidence. This is just stuff that the game is showing you.
Okay, relax.
They don't have any evidence that says, hey, they were exactly right here, and pushing from behind would have meant exactly right here. This is the most bullshit. I even think that this is more bullshit than the fucking thing falling off in the last game and getting a cape and looking like some dude flying.
You think this is more bullshit than that?
I think it is, because that's just a BS coincidence. This is just straight up in a courtroom. This would not hold up.
All right.
The people who made this game have no idea what law does. Like, they have no clue anything that goes on in a courtroom. What does the wiki say? The wiki say, oh, this shit's obvious.
Donnie was pushed from the bridge according to the map. She would have landed on the bedrock. A certain death. Go ahead and present it, please. I've never seen Cameron so pissed off before. You said that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true, I felt a push on my back.
She literally, quite literally, could have been telling the truth in this regard. If he just pushed her from the back over the side of the bridge, she would have fallen into the water exactly the same way as she jumped off. How does that not... I am so done.
I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible?
I asked the court to recall the condition of Dusty Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river,
that would have been pushing from the front!
You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. Deep breaths. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? Cameron's got his hands in his head. The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible.
Please give some semblance. Don't just make up some bullshit. Like,
please, Edward, I need this. My core kind of broken.
I need you to please say something about this and be like, She is off her rocker. There's a billion circumstances that could have happened here. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher by... That's your reasoning?
But that's 40 feet below from the bridge to the river. A small change in water level wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh.
You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified that camera does not like, then the defendant couldn't have been pushed the witness into the river.
Yes, he fucking could have! He 100% could have! Most of the time, when you take someone hostage, right? Mm-hmm. The way that you take them hostage is you have them held up like this.
Yeah, which is how it was in the photo, too.
You step behind them and push them. That's what it means from pushing from the back. You don't fucking turn around and then push someone onto the fucking bedrock. That is the least logical thing that you can do. She jumped over the side of the bridge. And so you would have just pushed her over the side of the bridge.
Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. Thank you!
What do you mean?
After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. Thank you! Oh my lord!
If that's true, she would have fell into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
You can't be serious. Order in the court.
It seems Miss Fay's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not now, Mia. Now's not the time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Fay's assault.
I'm gonna save.
Yeah, go ahead and save, please.
What?
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Okay, why would it have been impossible for her to be pushed off the side of the bridge?
Why, is it because it's too tall or some shit?
You wanna try? You can restart!
No.
Good job. Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They're extended up about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible for someone to be pushed off from there.
That is very not true. You 100%. This dude is like fucking 7 feet tall.
Also, he was shot in the arm.
So? I'm just not even gonna argue anymore. But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls has been shot right in the right arm. Ah! And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range.
Ugh.
So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible.
Oh.
Order, what is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Is that a tiger?
Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous.
So it's more plausible that this giant dude couldn't have tossed her in with one arm than it is to believe that this little 14-year-old girl just climbed up the 5-foot wire and then jumped into the river herself.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna question anything about this game anymore.
My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You're probably confident that you can handle the swift current. And even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Oh, then what is it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river?
The witness is still alive. That fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. Wow, okay. 5 years ago. Something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond.
Oh, no, it can't be.
Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
Why, that's simply ridiculous.
Order!
Your Honor, 5 years ago the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
This woman is a demon. And there's one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved with the kidnapping plot as well?
But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping?
Precisely. I'm sure it weighed heavily on her consciousness for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia. And she told her what she had planned to do. Planning to do?
She was going to tell the whole truth as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie's fate. That is what you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Who was that, laughing at a time like this?
Forgive me, it's just hilarious. I forget what fucking voice I gave her after this.
You don't think you did anything, so it's up to you. Witness? Is that you?
You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14 I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond, If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Fay, I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fay? Are you stupid or something?
Ugh. How could I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have a decisive proof that Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems we have come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions, but we're just gonna disregard them because that's what we do in these games. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense.
Of course you are.
Is it it? Is it really over? That girl made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it?
Huh.
I forgot you were here.
Without evidence, the trial's over. Who decided that?
Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
The testimony?
On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with them. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify about that demon woman's crimes?
Usually it is inadvised to put your defendant on the stand, but...
Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person that could shed any further light into the situation. Only one person who knows what Dahlia's role into the kidnapping was. Only one person that could say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was the fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this?
6-7, Your Honor. Why not? The prosecution has no objection.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, this is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all that I have left. Defendant, you hear everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way! Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia? It true? You're alive?
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Big Terry.
Oh, Big Terry. Dahlia. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony of this trial. Alright, Cameron, lock the fuck in. That sounded so dejected. I'm sorry. I apologize. Water, please. Water. Huh? SpongeBob in that one episode. Water. Can't talk, need water.
Oh, well, I guess it will have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
I drink coffee. Coffee good. I had it on chocolate today. Alright, who Terry Falls saw? That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put body into that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think that she would do the same for you?
That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Well then, Miss Fay, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how I wanted to end, Mr. Oh, is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You can, I think.
Thanks for the confidence there, buddy. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to be taking place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining, really dark too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls? Eagle Mountain, that spot. Strong memories. Why didn't you just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something there? She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye.
I watched my car from the bridge. I never saw no one put thing in there. You were watching the car? That bridge, other side is broken. No one can come from there. So, I was watching car.
What else were you expecting him to do?
I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling, a contradiction. I wonder what's on the other side of that broken bridge anyway.
No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it.
Anyway, no one came. No car, nothing. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face. Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why didn't you make her wear a scarf for identification? Sorry. I don't know why. But woman I met, she was different from woman standing there now. She was different. That was Valerie. We talked, then she left. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls? Valerie told truth about kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. It was all I could think to do, she said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty.
And were you satisfied with that answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I didn't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. I don't matter no more. Oh, it don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. How can you be so sure? It was raining at that time, and the sun set that day at 5 o'clock. Damn! It's like how it is now. It better been pretty dark at the mountains at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman. It wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said?
Even if it means a death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for a murder, you still do whatever is necessary to protect her, wouldn't you, Mr. Falls?
Oh, I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her.
Mr. Falls.
Even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess.
Alright. You did save, right?
I can save here. I have no idea what they're trying to get at here.
Alright, what's the thing again? Okay, he got to the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Pulled up with the car, was in front of the bridge. And then he went on the bridge, waited for her for like 30 minutes. She finally showed up. They talked, and then she then left. So he got there first.
I really don't like the way that they do these things. Is it on here?
Try it.
This one.
It would have worked on 2, 3, 4, and 5 with the same piece of evidence.
Yeah, I get it. It's that part of the rock is on the entrance, so that would have meant that he couldn't have been the one waiting. He would have been the one that arrived afterwards.
Yeah. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? And you waited on that bridge? You're sure of that?
I'm fine with that as the answer, but it just annoys me that they make like random ass things like that as the answer. But I guess in a court of law, random ass things can be the answer, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh?
Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Fay.
Well, if you let me talk. Oh, you want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right?
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. That's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to the special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, an old temple around 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to present our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under base of tree there. It's a special memory for me.
Oh my gosh.
This is it. This is what I went to get. This little bottle of the necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But then he left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes.
Ugh.
With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hid the body in the trunk of his car.
No.
Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? That enough, please.
Oh, she poisoned him, didn't she?
Witness! I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle.
No, stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess.
I was stupid, couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No, we're so close, just a little more. I was gonna prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Falls! And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on that demonically sweet face.
Unforgivable, that witch.
Mr. Armando?
We were so close to the truth, it was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Mr. Armando? No matter how tough the case is, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. One year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. very verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course.
Holy shit, wait. The attorney that she met with was fucking... Was it Armando? Hold up. I was just thinking back to this case. It said she met with an attorney.
Naturally, that verdict was read. She had a perfectly angelic smile on her face. Do you remember at the thing that apparently it was Mia's boyfriend that got poisoned?
Yeah.
It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time.
I thought it said an attorney.
It can be both.
Well, I was just thinking of if that's what it said. I can't remember.
Grossberg said it was like your boyfriend, and then Mia got all quiet about it. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Alright, besides that casket that you blew up, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it was a cool story, and it added a lot to some lore behind everything, and I like that all that's like wrapped together. It just really fucking pissed me off with that shit.
I know, I'm sorry. I was trying to explain it the best way I could without like just explaining what the fucking plot was.
They could have skipped that entire point and just did the whole diamond bit, and I would have been like a million times happier.
Yeah.
But no, of course, they gotta bring up some random ass pieces of evidence. If they more clearly put like a separate piece of evidence into the court record that showed before and said, these are the positions of everyone, and
a police record of like what happened that day?
Yes, I would have been a lot more happy.
Yeah.
But I think it's really bullshit that you're supposed to like go all the way back to the, like, I don't know. But
yeah.
Whatever. It's a little bit of a shit situation since it's a couple days in between when we do these recordings.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But regardless, it was fine. I think overall it was a good episode. That one part just made me mad. But I think it ended on a interesting note. Like I will say, I wouldn't say it's a good note, but I would say it's a very interesting note. So I think that it added a lot of depth to the game, to these characters and whatnot. So it gets like a B for me, like a not like a B minus, not a C. No, it's a right in the middle of a B. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe after all these games, we'll do a tier list of all the episodes.
Yeah, specifically just the Phoenix Wright ones.
Yeah. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching.
Yeah.
We will be starting episode 5 in the next episode that you see us.
Yeah, and I can't wait for it. This is a lot of people's favorite case.
Like overall, or?
I think so. A lot of people praise this case, well, episode per se, but
yeah. Well, you'll just have to wait till next time. So, thanks again, and take care, everyone.
yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.